this e-learning tutorial, we are going to learn about the control statements in Python. Control statements in Python are for loop, while loop, if, elif, else statement. We are going to see about one by one in detail. We are going to see about the for loop. The for loop is based on an iterative based. Uh, that is, it iterative over the sequence in list, string, tuples, dictionary, and the set. Let us see an example for the for loop. Before that, we are going to see about the syntax about the for loop. For x and y, the statement of the block will be executed, or else part is an optional one and the block of statement will be get executed. Here is an example we can see about. Here I have declared a variable called as vegetables. In this vegetables, I have a list called as a tomato, onion, and the potato. Here now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to print this three whatever the in the list I'm going to print. For that is x, so that is an x in y means here we are going to mention it as a vegetables, that is x in vegetables, that is semicolon print x. So whatever the values that is in the list will be get printed, that is tomato, onion, and the potato. So this is an output for this particular example. The next we are going to see about the looping through, how with the looping through the string. For x in mango, for example, x in mango, print I am going to x. So here whatever the values in m, a, n, g, o, so the one by one the value will be get printed. So this is an example for the looping through the string statement. Next one is a break statement. How the break statement can be used in the for loop. So I am having the list vegetable is equal to tomato, onion, and the potato. For x in vegetables, I am going to print the values of x. When it is going to break is if x is equal to onion. Whenever the x value becomes an onion, so it going to break the statement. So first the value is tomato, so it will be get printed. The next one it prints take the onion. That is here the x the value is onion will be get printed. So if x is equal to, check whether x is equal to onion. Yes, onion is x value is now onion, so onion is equal to onion. Now the statement will be get executed. So the output will be tomato under the onion. The next statement we are going to see here, what I have did is before the break statement I have used the print x. So see here I have the vegetable the same as tomato, onion, and the potato. So when x in vegetables, that is when it is in the list, if x is equal to onion, when x is equal to onion, print x. So first it is going to see about the tomato. That is when x is equal to what is going to do is, when x in vegetable, first it will print if x is equal to onion, print x. Then whenever it becomes an onion, so print x, and the break statement will be get executed. So only the tomato statement will be get executed. The next one we are going, how we are going to use the range function in the for loop. Here it iterate over the number of sequence. Here it's starting from 0 by default, and increments by 1 is also by default, and ends at the specified number of times. Here consider an example for x in range of 6, print x. So what it is going to do, see here from 0 to the x value, it start from the index will be starting from the 0. So 0 up to 5 values, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 value get printed. See the next example. For x in range, I have given the two value, that is the starting and the ending value. The starting value will going to start with the 2, and the ending value is before the 6. Here what it will be get printed, see the example here. Now the value will be 2, 3, 4 and the 5 will be get printed. See in the output. See in the next value here, I have mentioned the three values. Here first one is a starting value and second one is an ending value. The 30 is an ending value and third one will be the how many times the value will be get incremented between 3 to 30. That is every 3 times the value will be get incremented and printed. The first value it start with the value 2. Then 2 plus 3 it is 5, then 5 plus 3 it is 8, so 8 plus 3 it is 11 up to the third. Here I have mentioned the ending value as 30, so before 30 it comes as a 29, up to 29 the value will be get printed. So this is an output. Let us see in this example, for x in range of x, print x, else print finally finished. For x in range of x, what it will do is, so from starting value will be the 0 and ending value up to the 6, it will be get printed. After the 6 value it comes to the else part, so it prints to be the finally the value get printed. So 0 up to 5, finally it gets the finally finished will be get printer. So this is another example for the for loop. Going to see about the while statement. So it execute the while statement will execute the set of statement as long as the condition will be becomes to be the true. Suppose we are having the piece of code, it want to repeat it n number of times in the forever. So the conditional statement that tells the interpreter when the loop will be get halt. So now let us see in this example here. Before that we are going to see the example. Now let us see the syntax of this. While condition colon, then block of statement, else part will be an optional one, and here the block of statement. Now consider this example. Here I have assigned a value for I is equal to 1. When I is equal to 1, so up to while I less than or equal to 6, the value will be print the I value and increment the I equal to I plus 1. So first the I value will be 1. Here I is 1 is less than 6. So it is a 4, so the 1 value get printed. Now increment now I. So I is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 it is 2, so 2. So now I value get printed, so 2. So up to the 5. When it comes to be the 6, the condition will be becomes to be the true, so the loop will be get come out. So this is a while loop statement. Now let us see the in while loop how we are going to use the break statement. Here I have assigned a value I equal to 1, I less than 6, print I value. Whenever if I value becomes 3, here the condition is going to be break. So when it first value will be the 1, so 1 will be printed, then second value here going to check whether I value, so I 1 is equal to 3. Now the condition becomes to be the false, so now increment the 1, so 1 plus 1 it is 2, so 2 less than 3, now the 2 will be get printed. Now here check out, it will be false, so it will increment I equal to I plus 1, then now the 3, so 3 less than 6, so now we are going to print the 3 value. Now here if I value is 3, so 3 is equal to 3, so here the condition becomes true, the break statement, so it will be come out from the loop. So 1 2 3 will be get executed. So this is for first example and this is for the break statement. Now let us going to see about the how we are going to use the continue statement in the while loop. Here I have assigned a value I is equal to 0. Now 0 is less than 6, so I am going to increment. So the condition will be the false. So now I am going to increment the value. What it will be here do is I 0 plus 1 it is 1, so 1 is equal to 3, so you are going to continue the loop. Now you are going to print the value for the I, it is 1, then again it will be 2, so likewise the value will be get up to the 6 value will be get printed. Here how we are going to use the if I, even though if here I is equal to 3, it will not going to break here. Here it going to continues until this value becomes to be the true values. Here when I going to use the uh, else statement. Here I is equal to 1. Now here the condition 1 less than or equal to 6. Now you are going to print this one, then increment value whenever it becomes here 6 is less than or equal to 6, increment 1, so becomes whenever it becomes a false true value, then it will be becomes to be the print. Then after the 5 values it will be becomes to be the else part will be get executed. When it becomes I value becomes a 6, the else part will be get executed, that is the finished statement. So this is a continue example and this one is an else part example. It is going to see about the if else statement. Here it is a decision making statement. If the condition is true, then the block of statement will be get executed, and otherwise else block will be get executed. Now here the syntax is if expression, that is if the condition is true, here statement 1 will be get executed. The condition is false, the else part will be get executed. Another syntax is if condition is 1, that is a true, the statement 1 will be executed. Then again going to check one another condition. If this is a true, this statement will be get executed. If suppose this part is also true, this statement is executed. If nothing, this part is if suppose here if else part expression is false, the statement is not going to execute it and come out with the next statement. This is also false and this statement is also not get executed, and else part will be get executed and this statement will be get executed. So this is a syntax for the if else statement. Here now let us see an example. Suppose I have given assign and value a equal to 45. I am going to check the condition, simple condition. If a is equal to 45, print a. Here what value, the a is equal to 4. If the condition is true, so the what is the value, the print 45, the value will be get printer. So this is an output. The next example, see here assign a equal to 77 and another value b is equal to 77. Now I am going to check the condition if b is greater than a. What is the value b? 77 is greater than a. So now the condition what here it will becomes to be the false. So this part will be not get printed. And now I am going for elif. If a is equal to b, 77 is equal to b, is the condition is true. So it will print a and b are equal. So now this part, this a and b are equal part will be get executed. Consider another example. Here now a is equal to 100 and b is equal to 45. If b greater than a, so the b value what it is, 45 greater than 100. Here the condition becomes a false. So this statement will not be get executed. Going for the else part, the b is not greater than the a will be get executed. So this is another example. How we are going to get an input from the keyboard? Here we have get an input from the keyboard in the two ways. One is an input of function and another one is a raw underscore input of function. In Python 3.6 version we can use an input of function, whereas in Python 2.7 version you can use a raw underscore input of function. So both I have given an example. Now let us see that one. We are going to see about the input of function. It takes the input from the user, then the execution of the program halts and wait for the user to provide an input. This is used in the Python 3.6 version. Here I am going to print enter your name. Then when x is equal to input of, so in the x value, whatever the value that we have entered in the name value, that will be stored it in an x value. Now I am going to print an x value. Suppose here what I have given is I have entered the name as an Abhi. So now what I will be printed is hi comma the value of x will be the Abhi. Hi Abhi will be get printed. So this one. Then another way also we can get, for these two statement we can able to write it in a single statement, that is x is equal to input of enter your name. So this will enter your name, it gives a, here also I am going to print an value called as an Abhi. So now the hi plus the x value will be the I, so hi Abhi. That this is another one. So both are the same. Here I have given it in the two statement. Here in single statement I have retrieved with the input. the raw underscore input of function. It also get the input from the user and returns the data input by the user in a string format. In Python 2.7 version, we can use the raw underscore input of function. Here I have given an example. Username is equal to raw underscore input of enter the username. The same way as we have seen it in the before, the only thing is here raw underscore input. So enter the name. Here I have also given it as an Abhi. So hi Abhi will be get printed. One simple exercise. Now let us do one simple exercise. Here we can see an output, that is 2 4 6 8 10 12 14 16. What these numbers it is? It is a even number. So now I'm going to print this even numbers like this. So now that is write a program to print the even numbers using this for loop and the while loop. A simple example we can do, and also I have given one method of doing it. Here I have mentioned it in the for loop. Num in range of 2 to 20, starting with an index and up to the 20 values that I have given. Now I am going to check the condition. If num modulus of 2 is equal to 0, print num. Suppose I have start with an index is 2, the 2 mod 2 it is 0. So now I am going to print it as a 2. The next value, suppose here I am going to see the next value. Likewise, up to the 18 values it will be get printed. You can also get an input from the user, and also we can use the while loops. A number of you can do this example for the number of ways we can able to write this example. Here I have given as a one example. So thanks for watching my channel. Kindly subscribe, share and like your comments. In the next tutorial we are going to see about the functions in the Python. Thank you.